Hi guys, it's Miss McClure. Today's video is reviewing graphing on a coordinate plane, and then we're also going to talk about the 4 different quadrants of a coordinate plane. So graphing on a coordinate plane, remember you have your x-axis that is horizontal, and then your y-axis is vertical. And then you are always going to be or asked to graph an ordered pair, which makes sense because it's a pair and it goes in order. So your x value is always going to be your first number and your y value is always going to be your second number. So let's just go ahead and start practicing with this. I've already got a coordinate grid on my whiteboard right here. I'll talk about the 1, 2, 3, and 4 in just a minute. But today's graded assignment is in IXL. It is IXL 2 and 3. IXL X2 and X3, I'm sorry, it's X2 and X3. X2 is going to be graphing ordered pairs, and then X3 is going to ask you like what quadrant different shapes are in. So right now let's just talk about the graphing ordered pairs. So again, an ordered pair looks like this. So it's got parentheses and it might say -3, 10, okay? So again, don't forget that your first value is always your x value. So we are going to be moving along our x-axis. I should label this. This is my x-axis right here. This is my y-axis right here. So my x-axis is my horizontal line. So I'm going to be going across first, and then my y-axis is my vertical line, and then I'm going to move up or down. So since my -3 is first, I'm going to move to the negative side. So -3, so this will be -1, -2, -3. They're not all numbered down here. So -3, I'm going over to -3, and then I have a +10. So I'm going up to 10, and I'm just going to put my point. So this would be -3, 10. And on IXL, it's going to give you this ordered pair, and you just have to click on the coordinate grid where this ordered pair would be. Okay, let's try another one. Let's say that it gives you the ordered pair. I'm going to write it down here. 10, 3. So again, your first value is your x value, your second value is your y value. So we are going to be moving on the x-axis first. So we always move across first, and then we're going to move up or down. So this is a +10, so I'm moving to the right 10 spaces right here, and then a +3, so I'm going to move up 3 spaces. So this point would be 10, 3 on the coordinate grid. Okay, let's do one more. Let's say it gives us the ordered pair -8, -10. Okay, so again, I've got my x value first, my y value second. My x value is -8, so again, I'm moving left or right first. I'm going to be moving left because it is a -8, so I'm moving to the -8, and then my y value is -10, so I'm moving down -10. So this point right here would be -8, -10 on my coordinate grid. Okay, and that's all you're doing in IXL. It's going to give you an ordered pair that looks like this. You just have to put the points where the ordered pairs are. That's skill X2. Now skill X3 is going to ask you what quadrants different shapes are in. So let's go over. This is quadrant 1. So this right here, where all of our numbers, our ordered pairs are positive, this is quadrant 1. And I'm just going to put a heart in this quadrant because this is what it's going to look like in IXL. All right. Quadrant 2 is where our X values are negative, but our Y values are still positive. Okay, so this is quadrant 2, and I'm just going to put a triangle right here. All right, quadrant 3, so it's rotating this way. Quadrant 3 is down here. It's where both values are negative. So your X values and your Y values are negative. And I'm just going to put a circle in here. And then quadrant 4 is down here. So we rotated this way. It's like going a C. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where my X values are positive and my Y values are negative. And I'm just going to put a star right here. So on IXL X3, the skill is going to ask, what quadrant would you find the shape of the circle? And you would just put quadrant 3. Or it might ask you, what shape is in quadrant 1? And you would select the heart. What quadrant is the triangle shape in? And you would select quadrant 2. Or it might say, what quadrant is the star in? And you would select quadrant 4. Okay, so it's going to give you different shapes, and it might ask you what shape is the quadrant in, or it might ask you what quadrant is the shape in. So again, this is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. So rotates in a C. All right, guys, hope you understood this video. Like I said, the graphing should have been a real quick review. The only thing new maybe was to memorize those different quadrants. Watch this video as many times as you need to memorize that, or if you need to write it down on a sheet of paper before you start your IXL assignments. Miss you guys. Love you. Bye.